All right, Coach, another close game tonight, just like Saturday, but again, another close loss, a 1-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and it came right down to the wire. But again, Georgetown getting it done here tonight, 44-41. Just your overall thoughts of the game.
Yeah, I thought it was a hard-fought game for both teams. I thought it was a battle. I thought our kids battled, especially just with the adversity that we have with Scarlett not playing tonight. I thought Kaylee Addy stepped in and did a great job for a freshman to come in an environment like this late in the season. I thought she handled herself really well. I thought Nyla finally is getting to what we all knew she could, and you can see her confidence shining each game she was in beast mode on the rebounds, and you saw that with 14 boards. I thought what it came down to is the turnovers, and that's being young and youth and being indecisive with the ball. And then their offensive rebounds, 16 boards. We have to do a better job of limiting those as much as possible, but I thought that's what it came down to tonight.
It felt like one of your best defensive performances of the season. Georgetown only shot 4 of 23 from 3, 15 of 54 overall. I know the shots didn't fall for you guys as much as you would have liked, but defensively, you have to be pretty happy with how you played.
Yeah, I thought our kids bought into the game plan, especially with the short notice of we're going to go zone, and we're going zone the whole game. And they were flying around. They were covering for each other. They had each other's backs. And I know we didn't shoot very well, so a lot of it was transition into zone, and I thought they handled it well. And they were covering for each other. And, yeah, it just a few breakdowns, which led to kick-out threes for them that maybe in crucial times when the game's neck and neck, it was momentum swing for them.
Yeah, all 4 threes coming in the second half of the game. But when the game came down to the wire, Kaylee Addy called a timeout with about 5 minutes left. That was your final timeout. Is that a learning moment there, or was that something you guys talked about?
Yeah, definitely. And with her being so young, we'll watch film together so I can grow her as a point guard. Yeah, and that's where being young, you can tell we were rattled. We needed a timeout to settle us down, and that's where it was hard because we didn't have any. And just to change our defenses, get kids in that, have played in those situations. So I definitely felt like in the end, that factored in as well, and luckily Jimmy caught a couple timeouts so we could settle ourselves down. But yeah, a growing moment for her, and we'll watch it on film, and we'll keep getting her better.
It was a tough defensive stand from Georgetown at the very end of the game, but was that a look that you were trying to get, or was it just get the best opportunity available?
Get the best opportunity we could. And I think, we talked about, too, that we missed some open shooters late in the game where we were driving it one-on-one. They collapsed with 4 players, and we had shooters spotting out on the perimeter. And I think that's just our youth, and we don't see it yet. So we just got to keep growing these young women and keep fighting and keep getting better every single day.
Anae Harris, 11 points tonight. Felt like she was really aggressive. She got to the rim. She fought through contact. Had a pretty good night.
Yeah, I called Naya MJ Jr. She wasn't feeling the greatest before the game. We didn't know she was going to go today. That's a credit to her, and she's a gamer. She loves the game of basketball. She's like, I'm going, coach. And then look at her effort, and she just was giving us everything she had tonight, and I can tell she emptied her tank.
Yeah, you would have never known it. Would have never known it. But just overall, as a final question here, looking at the Providence game, which came right down to the wire, and this game, they came right down to the wire. You talk a lot about building this program and the youth of this team and the experience that you can get from these kinds of games. What do you take away from having the game right there at the end?
Yeah, great question. I think just late shot clock, who are we going to, what offense are we running, and then defensively too. I think when the game's tight like this, you can pinpoint one thing or two things, but it's a game of 40 minutes. So there's different runs that happen within this game that make it a tight game. So I thought we missed some open layups too, that you make those, the game doesn't come to this, But we'll watch film, we'll break it down, we'll work on it in practice, and continue to just get better in late games. So when we're in this situation again, we come out on top.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.